people. Hello, great minds. It's another time with Kristen C. George. I want us to have a bit of conversation um, today, and it's a talk for ladies. You know, women are dear to my heart, and most of the time, my talk will always be addressed to the women. But today, it's the times that we are in is difficult is a lot more difficult for women now than before. You know, you say now we are in the 21st century or the Z or alpha age or whatever they call it now, thinking that okay, this exposure will make it a lot easier on women. But no, it hasn't made it so. It hadn't made it so. And the funniest part is that this difficulty is coming from everywhere. It's coming on every woman, you know. So I want so like it's making it difficult for women. Okay, and I want to address some of the issues. And as before I begin to address these issues, I want to encourage you as a woman. Baby, be strong. You're not an ordinary person. You're not an ordinary person. It is not easy to be a woman. In whatever interpretation you want to call it, it is not easy to be a woman. So, babes, tap yourself on the back. And I'm going to go into this quickly. Um, it touches career, relationship, money, marriage, and all. You see a girl growing up, you know, a beautiful young lady, and somebody comes to marry her, you know, she goes off to marry the person. You see people saying, see this fine girl, as beautiful as she is, see the kind person may she go marry. The man, she tall, the man short. The man senior her very well. Or the man no get this, the man no get that. Then this girl, another girl, the same man comes for her that is as beautiful, and she decides not to marry the man. You know, you still see people talking. What is she looking at her beauty now? Is she not thinking of tomorrow? Will she remain young forever? Why didn't she marry the man? Okay, now she gets married. A woman gets married, and you get into your husband's house. Before you know it, people are beginning to search. Within months, you know, once you get married, there's this joy that radiates the woman, you know, even the man himself, and they begin to look better, you know, than maybe they were looking before. Or maybe they were looking even good, but because of the wedding hassle, run up here and there, the woman loses some weight, and you know, then immediately after the wedding, now she can now rest. Some months into it, you start saying, babe, hey, see, we are seeing the symptoms, so we are seeing the signs, so Why I'm addressing this is because it's putting so much pressure on the women. And the funniest thing, most of these things are done by women ourselves. We don't do it intentionally. I remember I have also done that in the past. Once I see a woman looking beautiful, you know, I will say, hey, thank God, soon we go hear good news. Most of us did it, except for maybe the younger ones that not had that opportunity. So I'm telling us now we need to stop. We need to stop because we are putting unnecessary pressure on people. Let people do what they want to do when they are ready for it. Okay? Because this woman you are telling, I'm seeing you, so in another year's time or 2 years' time, and she hasn't conceived, she will be pressurized because everybody wants to see her carry a child. Okay? She wants to carry her child also. She also wants to carry her child, but if it is not coming, she will not kill herself. We don't know what they are going through in their innermost place. We don't know the challenges they are facing. So asking them those kind of questions or making those kind of comments makes it difficult for them. It makes it even more difficult for them. Just like when a woman gets married and gives birth. What it's a girl. The next one again is a girl. You hear people saying, no only girl you won't come born. As if girl child is not a human being. If not for your mother, can only your father bring you to life? So the girl child is also important. But you see people saying, now only girl you won't born. No be she been a girl you born before you don't born girl again. Now wow. Then a woman gives birth to a son, her first child. Then after some time, she hasn't given birth again. You see people, not only one in one born, not only one pikin in one born. We don't impregnate. Yes, you have to meet with your husband or to get pregnant. But God makes it happen. God makes it happen. If it has not happened, let them be. If it is what they want, in most cases, Africans that I know will not want to have just one child. But if that's what they want, then let them be. Okay? So you don't know what a woman is going through, the challenges she's going, how the sleepless nights. I thank God that actually God has brought me out of this. For 12 years, I wanted another child. I needed a son. I wanted a son, not because of the African pressure, maybe, but I have always, as a child, I have always wanted to have the male and the female children. And I always wanted my first child to be a female. And I was hoping my second child would be a male. Okay? Because I knew how I being a female child was really supportive to my mother. Because girls grow quicker than boys. They grow more mature than boys. Boys come later on. You understand? So I always wanted my first child to be a female. I can spoil her with the female clothes, and do all the shakara of a baby girl. And thank God my first child is a girl. Then my second child, I was expecting a son. I was trusting God for a son. I prayed heaven and earth. It didn't happen. I had a girl. I appreciated God for her uniqueness. I loved her and everything. I love my two children. But after a while, I was trusting for a son. I was trusting. I waited for so long. It was so painful. It was so painful. And when this time that these women are waiting, sometimes they have miscarriage. You don't know. You don't know that they have miscarried a child. And you keep making silly comments. This one na man he won't be. She na man she be. She know they feel get brele. Who know what he don't use in womb do when he be CC? Are you God? Some of you that are saying those things, you did worse things. But I don't know, God's mercy, I don't know how it works. Most of the time, people get what they don't deserve. So that you can take in does not mean that you are innocent. That you are carrying your baby does not mean you are innocent. And that somebody that cannot take it does not mean that they have done anything evil. It just pleases God. It pleases God. Maybe because God sees they are stronger spiritually, he allows them to go through those things because he knows they will still hold on to him. Then he allows some people that he knows that, if I don't bless this one, maybe this one will go stray. He just gives them the blessing. So don't think you deserve it or it's because you are holy or you did anything better. Also, women, what is wrong with some of us, really? A woman, a career woman, is following her career and gets married and continues in this career path. It is us women that will still come and say, this woman, she wants to be controlling her husband with her money. Can't you see how rich she is? Can't she come down for the man? Honoring your husband has nothing to do with your state of finances. It has nothing to do. You can still be a strong financial woman and still honor your man and still respect your husband and still play the wifely role that you ought to play. Okay? And also, a woman, maybe she decided with her husband, okay, you have to stay at home. Really, I don't know what to do that will please people. She decides to stay at home with her husband. They agreed, okay, now our children, we're just begin to have children. I want you to stay at home and nurse our children to a certain age. Then maybe you can go back to work. The man is not complaining that he cannot run his family alone. And some of us women will carry the headache on our head. Can't you see that woman? Lagbaja. She is not doing any work. She's just staying at home. What works for you is different from what works for someone else. What works for you is different from what works for someone else. So let people have their life and make their decisions. They have decided to sacrifice their finances. Yes, they are not begging. They are able to manage. They might not be buying the houses and doing all the things, but they put in their time to raise their children. Okay? And that's their decision they want to make. And maybe you have decided to risk the future of your own child and leave it at the hands of a house help. I'm not saying every woman's child is in danger because they put them. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking to the people that make this kind of comments because they feel they are working. You understand? So if it's what they have decided, let them be. Don't put pressure on the woman. Don't make her feel any lesser. It is a huge sacrifice she is making for her family. It is a huge sacrifice. Women stay at home. They help their children with their homework. They tidy up their houses. They prepare their husbands' lunches. They run errands for the family. They stock up the house for the family. They put on the burden that two people should put in together in their home alone. And the man puts on all the financial burden on his shoulders alone. It is their decision. Please, let's stop playing Dr. Phil on people's lives. Next thing, you go and give an advice and you pressurize this woman to breaking the agreement she had with her husband. And before you know it, they begin to have problems in their homes. And before you know it, you are the first person that will say, this woman is a disobedient woman. This woman is a difficult woman. So when it comes to such decisions, let people make their decision. What works for B might not work for B. What works for A might not work for B. And what works for B might not work for A. So it does not make A's decision better or bad, or B's decision better or bad. Let people decide what is good for them and what is bad for them. Talking about career choices, it is my choice to want to be a salary earner. Let it be my choice. Or it's my choice to want to be a businesswoman. Let it also be my choice. We should stop making career choices for people. Oh, not in this age and time. You can encourage people to do multiple streams of income. It's good to have multiple streams of income. It's good. Okay? But if I am working right now, you don't know what my plans are. You don't know if my plans are to work for a period of time, then raise up enough to start off a business. You don't know if I don't want to start the kind of small business you are doing. You don't know what my plans are. So it does not mean that I'm not seeing the vision. I am not seeing into the future. Okay? And that a woman decides to walk out of her multi-million-dollar paying job and start off something very small because you do not understand it. Don't write her off. Don't write her off. Oh, she's working off from this job that pays her so well. It's not your business. Stop drinking Panadol on top somebody's headache. Stop drinking paracetamol on top somebody else's headache. If you actually look into our own homes, spend all that time in our family, go around your house, you will see what to do. You will see the need in your home that needs you. Stop spending time to gossip other women. Stop spending time to put pressure on other people. Oh, look at her. She is matured. She's not married. Will she marry herself? You are fortunate enough you are married. Glory be to God. I remember years back before, I and my friends were just looking. The worst girls on the streets. Those people that you see that are the worst. They are the ones that goes to party every now and then. They are the ones following different men. They were getting married and going. They were the ones getting married. So then, let God's time find these people. Let God's time find them. I know it's a painful thing in the time when they are waiting. Don't add more to their problem. Don't ask them, Sister Fana, no brother again this time. Oh, sister, when are we coming to eat your rice now? Please, if rice dey hungry you, go and buy a derica of rice. Cook it in your house and eat. So when she has time, when her time has come, she will invite you if she wants to. Stop asking mature women, when is the brother coming now? If it bothers you so much, you go and pray. Pray for them. Remember them in your prayers. Remember them in your prayers. If there is something you are seeing in that sister that you don't like, take it to God. It's God that made her. Don't come and start saying unnecessary things. You don't know what they are going through. If a woman wants to get married, a woman that wants to get married, and you are asking her that kind of thing, the brother has not come to propose to her, we should go and propose to the man. Even if she goes to propose to the man now, he appears on social media, you are the first people that will say, no matter what, women should not propose. So we talk with both sides of our mouths, especially in our society. We talk with both sides of our mouth. There are certain things we don't ask people. You don't ask people. There are certain things you don't say to people. Things you cannot influence. Things you cannot change. Things you have no power to do anything about. You just let it be. Okay? So when you see a sister adding weights, okay, a newly married sister, please don't go and answer, hey, is there something in the oven? Hey, keep the excitement to yourself. Please keep the excitement to yourself. Okay? Then when she's pregnant, pregnancy cannot hide. Pregnancy does not hide. So when you have seen it, that is now glaring, everyone can see it. It's just like when you buy a car. Everybody will see the car now. You can now say, congratulations if you want. You understand me? Then don't ask her, when is your delivery date? Oh, no. My God. In the country where I live, asking people of their delivery date is not a problem. But in our culture, it's a problem. One day on the streets, I'm sorry I'm deviating a bit. I was going to get something. So, I took my kids to the park. I went with my kids because they're big girls to the park. And I met another lady. We got talking. Then I was pregnant. So she was like, you're pregnant? I said, yes. She said, what are you expecting? It was a shocker for me. I was like, I haven't checked, Before I knew it, I started getting that kind of question regularly. What are you expecting? So in this part of the world, it's a normal question. So you can choose to answer or not. But in our own culture, you don't ask. You don't ask people, what are you expecting? Except they're your very, very, very close family members. Maybe your brother or your sister. Okay? And they know that, you mean well. Or you want to get something for the child or something. If not, you wait till the child comes. When the child comes, you can now give them whatever thing you want to give them. Or if you want to be the first person to give, you give them buy unisex. Or you buy boys and girls things. You understand? So please, sisters, really, 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 we need to start looking out for each other. We need each other, really, yeah. We really need each other. So let's stop looking down on one another. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. When a woman is going through trying times, it's not a time to want to come and start telling her things she doesn't want to hear. If you love her so much, you go into your place of prayer and you pray for her. I hope that with this few points of mine, I have given you my piece of cake. Okay? So this is my talk for today. I had to talk about it because it really is becoming too much. It's becoming too much. Okay, stop telling people how if yours is working for you. If they want to know, you can share your testimony with them. Okay, but don't force them to do it your way, or don't make them to want to do it your way. Your way might not work for them. Your way might not work for them. Okay, and when you see a woman down, please give a hand, give a lifting hand, give an encouraging word, support them in your own way. Okay. Have a blessed weekend, you all. Bye. Till some other time.